Welcome to another episode of What's the Word podcast. Your boy DYCKMAN Drew back at it, and I got a very special guest, one of the young bulls from my hood, my man Vince Franklin. What's good, brother?
Yo, what's up, big homie? Thanks
What's
for
good
having
with
me.
you, man? How you been? How you holding up in this pandemic? How's moms? How's the family? How's everything?
Everybody good, taking it one day at a time. We lost some folks, but we gotta pray and keep moving. Life keep
No,
going.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I ain't gonna hold you up too much because I know you're a real busy young dude now. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you up, but
I
I
always got
think
time for you, man.
I think your story is really inspiring, and I'm really proud of you and the man you've become. I salute, and I'm very proud of. And it was real easy for you to wind up a total opposite of what you've become. So, and then, the ball journey, the school and all that. So, I just think that it would be an inspirational thing for a few people. So that's why I asked you to come up here and talk about it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
No,
The journey
absolutely.
is crazy though. Some people don't even know how we even how I started off. They just seen the light of it. You know what I mean?
That's a whole fact. So we're going to take it back. So at what age did you get interested in sports?
So I always was interested in sports, but I never really played the sports for real. I was focused on other things, not my mind wasn't really there. So I say around 15, 16, I really started playing sports.
Okay.
I picked up the basketball around I say 15, and 16, 17, I really focused on basketball.
Okay, so we talking about basketball. We talking about because for any sport, if you started that late, you're considered a late bloomer. So it's
Absolutely.
okay.
I was definitely considered a late bloomer. The funny thing was, it was a whole bunch of dudes in my neighborhood that played basketball because of course we had Dyckman Park. Everybody was there, so you know what I mean. I seen the best of them come play, and I never had a shot. I would say nobody ever picked me up because I wasn't bad, but I just wasn't focused. So I was a headache. So nobody really wanted to deal with a headache. You know what I mean?
At all.
At all. So and then 15, 16, actually the funny thing is I'm bringing it up early, but Lefty, yeah, man,
Yep.
that's I love
That's how I was
Lefty.
going to tell you. I introduced you to Lefty. That changed the whole thing.
Some people don't know that. Some dude, Lefty, and a dude named Joe Hunter really helped me play basketball. Joe Hunter, I met his son in the wintertime at school. Me and him in FDA, I went to FDA in Harlem on 149th.
Okay.
And my man
So you went to
Shaq,
FDA for high school?
for high school, yeah.
Did you get to play at FDA?
I never played high school basketball in New York City.
Exactly. Okay.
Never played high school basketball in New York City.
Yes,
Only
sir.
Dyckman. That's the only tournament I ever played in. I never played high school basketball. And when I met Lefty, I played AAU, and that was it.
And who was that with?
With the city, man. I went from the projects to playing with some NBA stars at the moment.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's because my whole thing with you was, I saw the athleticism, I saw the toughness, I saw the attitude, but I also saw there wasn't no structure.
Yeah.
So I'm I can't come at this kid sideways because this could get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the type of time he's on at this point. But I think I could help Shorty. So that's why I say, yo, listen, I spoke to Lefty. I was like, yo, you know what I mean? We gotta holler at the young bull. We gotta do something with him. And Lefty said, I got a team for him.
I was remember when I was even before I ever played basketball. I was 13, 14, and I remember all of the dudes, X, Evander, Gio, Scotty probably, Dimitri. We went to play out in Gowanus or something like that. You remember
I
that?
took you out of Brooklyn. To Gowanus. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I was playing.
Yes, sir.
I was the youngest one on the squad then.
Yeah, you was a baby.
A baby, facts.
And you, X, and Dimitri showed out.
Hell yeah. Dimitri used to be
different.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about Marlo though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Lefty takes you to the city. Explain what that atmosphere was like for a kid that's just starting to play basketball and the type of basketball he put you around.
So I ain't really know the game at all. So when I got there, I thought it was like street ball. You feel what I'm saying? They was actually running plays. The first day I went there, they was running plays. They was setting up drills, and I was just there like going with the flow, waiting to play open gym. You feel me? And then they played open gym a little bit, but it was nothing that day. The next day, that's when the dogs came out. They had Donovan Mitchell in there. I didn't even know who he was at that time. It was a
Yeah.
kid named Wolfpack, Mike
Okay.
Williams, and that's when I really looked at basketball a whole different way. I made the
Okay.
team. I more or less I make the team. Lefty bring me down there. He was like, "Yo, I could bring you out here. You got to make the team though." Like, you feel me? So there's mad dudes from there, from Brooklyn, from Yonkers. They got all type of dudes in there. I
Okay.
make the team. I dunk on somebody, go crazy. You know, I always have bounce. I dunk on
Yes,
somebody,
sir.
screaming and everything. And some dude named R2, he came. He was like, "Yo, yeah, you made the team. We about to go to Pittsburgh next week." I'm like, "Pittsburgh? What you mean?" I'm thinking we about to be playing around the city. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I never played AAU. I ain't know nothing about AAU. Like, nothing
Yep.
about it at all. So we go to
Okay.
Pittsburgh. And then we played against We Are One. They had Derrick Jones Jr. that
Mm.
playing the NBA right now. I'm out
Yep.
there looking like, yo, what? I came from playing outside, and these dudes is really playing basketball, dunking on each other, going between their legs. I'm like,
Yep.
nah. And that's when I really knew right there. I was like, nah, I got to change my life. I can't be outside chilling on the bench. I got to play some basketball. You feel me? Go to school, figure it out. So
That's
that's
when
what
it
really
hit you.
happened. Yeah, that's when it hit me. That first tournament. After that, it was no looking back. I was working out on my own late nights. It was me and my
Okay.
man Roz sometimes. If Roz didn't want to work out, I was there outside by myself. Late
Okay.
nights. Late nights by myself. And I was just really, that's when I was getting I used to run the steps. I lived in projects on the 14th floor.
Mm-hmm.
I used to run up the steps every day. I never used
Mm.
to take the elevator. I used to only run the steps at this
Got you.
time. So then,
Oh, so basically, your situation is you didn't play high school basketball. Here
nah.
you are playing with future NBA basketball players, making a team like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Within
Nobody knew me
a
too.
short within a short amount of time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now that you want to get into school, what's your approach and what are the steps you're taking to try to get situated in a school for a kid that nobody knows?
No.
And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, he's out here with dudes that everybody knows.
Yeah.
And he's
So
holding
no.
his own.
So what I'm gonna say is nobody knows this about me too. So when I was in school, when I was in New York City, I got kicked out of every school in New York City. Like I couldn't go to no schools in New York City. It was one school I can go to. It was an alternative school. So
Okay.
I'm like, what? I go to the alternative school for a week.
Yeah.
Make it like it was a juvenile center.
Got you.
So I'm like, nah, I can't do this. The alternative school name was Wildcat. So come back to wintertime, they did have a little basketball team. So I played with that for a little bit, but it was nothing crazy. Like
Okay.
it was like I don't even think it was PSAL. It was just like a
Okay.
rec league kind of thing.
Got you.
So then I got my grades up. And then coming into my junior year of high school now.
Mm-hmm.
It's my junior summer. Matter of fact, going into my senior year, I played in Dyckman. And that's when I really got better. Like people start seeing, like, oh nah,
That's
he,
when everybody knew that it was
yeah,
you wasn't
everybody
just that
knew,
little wild kid running around
nah,
anymore.
at all. So everybody like, oh nah, he got better. You know, I'm starting to be able to do stuff at a quicker pace. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
at first I was a late bloomer. So when
Yeah.
everybody else was already there, I was catching up. I was
Yes,
way
sir.
behind. So I started being able to play at my ability, I should say. I started
Okay.
focusing on what I know I can do that they couldn't do.
Yes,
And you
sir.
know what I mean? So everybody want to shoot. Everybody want to score. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody want to play defense. Not everybody want to grab the rebound. And
Mm-hmm.
my athleticism took it to another level. Like I could dunk. I could catch putbacks. I could catch lobs. I could
Yes,
guard
sir.
majority of the people on the court. You know what I mean? One
Mm-hmm.
through four, 1 through 5. So like that's what kind of helped me too. So going in Dyckman, that summer I played with my man Deuce Dutch. You feel
10th
me? I used to play
Ave.
with Dyckman 10-5. I used to play with Dyckman all my life, and then I just finally played with Deuce Dutch. He from my project. He like, yo, you got to play with me. It's only right.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
last year, let's win it. So I
Yep.
play with them, and I like people start saying, "Oh, nah, this kid is all right now. He all right now." Everybody calling me to come play everywhere in the city. I'm all
Mm-hmm.
playing in Watson now. I'm playing in West Fourth. I'm playing in Brooklyn. I got Whitehead on my team now. I got Eli. We cooking in the summertime. We going
Yeah.
crazy. And then I get a call out of nowhere. Some dude watched me play out in some tournament in Jersey. Matter of fact, rest in peace, Topper. You know who Topper is? You know
Yes,
Topper.
sir.
Rest in
Absolutely.
peace,
Rest in
Topper.
peace.
Topper took me to a tournament in New Jersey,
Yep.
and I'm cooking. Some dude from Jersey called me.
Okay.
So he's telling me that I should come to a prep school, like the Robinson School. So I'm like, all right, cool. I never heard of prep school, but
I was
telling
gonna
me that
ask
he
you,
was
did you know what that was about? Did you know the prep
nah,
school route or what to do or anything
nah,
like that?
and then
Okay, so it's all
then
new to you.
like my mom it was just me and my mom, so my mom really didn't know about it either. You feel me? I'm
Yes,
the
sir.
first one to play basketball in my
Yep,
family.
yep.
Like my brother played ball, but I'm the first one to play basketball. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like to
sir.
go to
Yes, sir.
school and do everything like that. So
Mm-hmm.
they called my mom and everything, but they was trying to get tuition. Feel me? At first, I couldn't do tuition. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I was like, I
Yes, sir.
couldn't do that. Like, so he was like, I could put you on to somebody else out in North Carolina.
Okay.
Nene from the Heights it was at the prep school already. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go to the prep school,
Mm-hmm.
and then we playing. I actually go to the prep school to do set up some type of scholarship, and then I had to only pay like $200 a month or something like that at the prep school. But
What
mind you,
prep
I get
school
to
was this?
it was called Riverside Christian Academy.
Okay.
So when I get to prep school, he told me into reclassifying. Mind you, I'm a senior. I needed to graduate. He like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
reclassify. I'm gonna get you some schools. Da da da. So I go out there with the intentions to reclassify. And I go there. Next thing you know, the prep school is a scam kind of thing. Like we not going to no school. No school. We just hooping nonstop.
Mm.
Though I'm gonna be real with you. This is when I got better. I ain't go to no school. I'm just hooping. So from like I got there August up until like Christmas. We played a few games and I'm just hooping. We playing against Oak Hill. We playing against Montverde. Like, and I'm hooping. I'm just getting footage. I'm hooping. I'm hooping.
Got you.
And I'm not telling my mom, like, yo, I'm not going to school or nothing. Because you feel me? The dude is telling me, like, yo, we got a situation over here. So I'm like, all right.
Okay.
Then come to find out some shit happened with the like the this like Department of Education out there to where they found out we wasn't going to school, that we had kids at
Okay.
the crib. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
So then, boom, I get sent back home. Now my mom get involved. Now I gotta tell my mom because it's like, damn, where I'm
Yeah.
about to stay. So my mom
Yeah.
tight now. You know what I mean? So my mom
Yeah.
tight. But now I got footage. There's a school I played against called Bull City.
Okay.
They got a kid named Isaiah Maurice. He went to Memphis. He was committed to K State. They had another kid named Iron Bennett. He went to Marshall. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So they big men 6'10", 6'9".
Mm.
So and I knew, but they couldn't beat us though. We was nice, but every time I played them, I had my best game. For some reason,
Okay.
I had my best game. So the coach, I contacted the coach and I told him my situation. My man, Coach Harris in North Carolina, he brought me to his school for free. He asked for nothing. He just told me to come there and don't cause problems. For real. Because I
Okay.
don't know, he got calls saying somebody, you know how people talk. Yo,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah. Yeah.
problem kid. That's a problem kid.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
He took me under his wing. We get there, it's probably like we in UNC, matter of fact. We're in Chapel Hill. We're in Chapel Hill. It's like I
Nice.
say like 12 dudes in a crib, like a 3-story house.
Sheesh.
You feel me? But we all going
Yeah.
to school out there, we hooping. And some dudes is
Yep.
a prep school. And the other dudes, they staying with their moms and shit, whoever live close.
Got you. What school is this?
This is Bull City Prep,
Okay. Bull City Prep.
right? Bull City
Yep.
Prep. So
Yes,
mind you,
sir.
I reclassified, so I'm a junior now. I'm in Bull City Prep.
Yeah.
So now we there. I'm going to school now. I'm actually going to school. We having games. We having a few games. I came towards the end after Christmas, so I got there like January, February. I played
Got you.
games. I didn't come back home that summer. I started working out with Coach Harris and shit. And then I played AAU. He take me to the gym one time. Now I know now I'm adapted to basketball. Like now I'm eat, sleep, shit, and basketball. Like that's all I'm
Got you.
focused on. I'm not focused on going back to the hood. I wasn't focused on chilling with him, chilling with this person. I'm all basketball at this moment. You
Okay.
feel me? So then now he take me to the gym. Isaiah Maurice and the Iron Bennett kid played on this AAU team called Team Loaded. This is when my
Okay.
life changed right here. Right here, this is when everything started happening for me. So it was a
All
team
right.
loaded. And then I come to the gym just to watch them practice for real. They needed
Okay.
one. And they had
Perfect.
one. They had all the best kids in the state in North Carolina. They had Dennis Smith Jr., who's in the NBA right now. They
Yep.
had a kid named Demetrius Troy. All of them went
Okay.
D1. Make
Yeah.
a long story short, all of them went high major D1. And then they just had needed. You
Got
know
you.
what I mean? So they needed one, and they was just walking through, something like that. But if I'm lacing
Yep.
them up, I'm lacing them up. I don't care what we
Absolutely.
walking through. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So they all relaxed and shit. And the kid Dennis Smith at the time, he was like big time baller's life, top 5 in the
Yeah.
country. I knew who he was though. You feel me? So
Got
we
you.
in the gym. We played against each other before too, because I was at the Riverside. We played against each other. I had a few dunks. Dennis Smith
Got
liked
it.
to throw lobs, and I could catch them. You feel me?
Yep.
So then I was there, we playing around. Some shit come off the rim. I catch it. Boom!
Mm.
Mind you, we walking through. His pops looking like his pops is the coach. He like, whoa, what? He was just in the stands. So boom, another one comes. He's like, all right, go live, go live. So now we going live. Another
Yeah.
one come. Dennis Stoll from like half court. I catch it. Boom. His pops like, oh, all right, yo. After the practice, like, yo, you want to come with us? You can play with us. AAU, where you from? Tell him I'm from New York. I don't got no place to stay if I stay out here. They
Yeah.
figured it out for me to stay out there. You feel me? So
Got you.
now I'm traveling AAU with them. We in Indiana, Dallas, Florida.
Fire.
We going crazy playing against
What's that like for you? What's that like for you? Talk about that, Vince, because you a kid that ain't grow up in that. You know what I mean?
Never.
So
It
it's like you had to
overnight,
grow
bro.
up fast, bro. You had to
Hell
grow
yeah.
up fast. You know what I'm saying? And
Yo.
without saying too much,
Mhm.
the person before basketball doesn't exist anymore. And that's what I'm most proud of you about. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
absolutely.
now that you're playing all this big time basketball, what was that feeling like for you? I'm talking about you baby bro. Talk to me
Yeah.
how it is. Like when you got out there,
Yo,
you see I'm
when I
out
was
here
there,
with all
I
these
was
wolves.
I'm like, yo, bro, this shit cannot be life. Because I used to always tell them, like, yo, I ain't really start hooping until last summer. And they like, fuck out of
Exactly.
here. I'm like, yo, I really didn't
Exactly.
start hooping till last summer.
Yep. Yep.
So, yo, that shit is like, I'm walking around, throwing Miko on my team.
Mm.
I'm like, yo, this dude 7 foot. I never seen nobody taller than me. In New York City, my height, I'm the biggest dude on the team. Like
Yeah.
sometimes 6'5", 6'4", any like them heights at when you young,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
the big man. So I
Yes,
never
sir.
really seen dudes 7'1", 6'10". You know what I mean? Because I never hooped. I was
Yeah.
always the tallest of my friends. So I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. But mind you, on Team Loaded, we #2 in the country at the moment.
Nice.
Coach K is watching us play. Roy Williams is watching us play. I'm getting
Yep.
letters from all type of schools. I'm
What
like,
was that
whoa.
like, bro, when you got your first letter?
Nah, bro. When I got my
For a kid from
first
the
letter,
from the Jacks that ain't used to this, like seeing that there's actual schools that are willing to let you come over here to play basketball.
when I got my first letter, honestly, and it wasn't even an offer. It wasn't an
Yeah.
offer. It was a letter of interest. It was Texas Rio. University is Texas Rio in Texas. They sent
Okay.
me a letter and saying like they interested in me. Like, yo, I swear to God, I start crying because I'm like, yo,
That's what's
bro.
up.
Mind you, I'm a kid that got kicked out of every school in New York City.
Everywhere, bro.
Like I
Everywhere,
could
bro. Not only
everywhere.
school. You was
I'm
a
like,
headache,
yo,
bro.
I was a headache. I started crying. It's just an interest at this point too. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, but my grade situation was I had to go JUCO. Like no matter what, I had to go
Okay.
JUCO. My grade situation. I'd have been to too many high schools. I done
Yeah, yeah.
had like fucked up credits. I had to go JUCO. Like that's what it
Got
was.
you.
So
Okay.
Texas Rio. I'm talking to the coach and everything, right? He
Mm-hmm.
puts me on with a coach from Indiana. No, I lied. He put me on with another coach. And then my man Mel Ferg comes along. You know Mel Ferg,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes,
Nobody
sir.
really know this too. Mel Ferg is like my big brother, like for real, right?
Got you.
I'm talking about when I'm hungry on campus, I was calling Mel Ferg to see what I was gonna do for real. Like, yo, Ferg, because he put me in a good situation. Like he put me with some guys in basketball that was gonna help me. Kind of thing.
Okay.
He texted a dude from Indian Hills Junior College. I had to go to junior. I'm fast forwarding. Let's go back to AAU, and I'll tell you
Chill
that too.
out. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Relax,
yeah,
boy. Relax,
yeah,
boy.
yeah.
So
I had.
you get to this level of AAU, right? That kids are playing from 5 years old to try to reach this level. You there in a year and a half, 2 years. You know what I mean? How are you performing? How are you playing? How are you adapting? How are you learning? How, you know what I mean? How's it going for you as a ball player?
To be honest with you, in AAU, the second time I was there is the first time I ever had a DMP next to my name.
Wow.
A DMP next to my name. But
Wow.
yo, and you know what happened? You know why I didn't play? I feel like
Why?
because now that I'm older, I can look at it. The kids that
Yep.
was on the court is the kids that been playing since 5 years old,
Yeah. It's a
and
loyalty.
and it was loyalty. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Coach K was there watching, and I love
Mm-hmm.
Duke, bro. I love Duke. Like I'm a
Yeah,
Duke
yeah.
fan forever. Coach K
Got you.
there watching. Who else was there? Avery. What's his name? That used to coach the Alabama and the Nets.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson was there watching
Mm-hmm.
courtside. I seen these guys on TV since I was a kid, but I never played ball.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a DMP next to my name, bro.
Mm.
And you know so my confidence at that time it went down. Like damn, he ain't even let me play. He pulled me out here and didn't let me play.
Okay.
My man Dennis Smith, that was my roommate on the AAU team.
Got
And
you.
he's top 5 pick in the country. You
Yes,
feel me? That
sir.
was my man. Like it wasn't even he
Yep,
was just
yep.
my man. Like
Yeah.
and he was like, yo, bro, you good. Don't even worry about that. But I'm looking at it like, yo, I'm good. Don't worry about it. But you feel me? You working. That's how you said that. So he like, nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Like it's gonna happen. Like you just got out here. He gotta fill you out. Like you know what I mean? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
see what you can fix. I'm like, all right, whatever. The next day, his pops wasn't the head coach. It was another dude that was the head coach. His pops was the assistant coach. The next day, his
Okay.
pops grabbed me up like, yo, I'm gonna put you in the game today. Don't give me a reason to have to take you out. Like, yo,
Mm.
this like, cause this dude trying to take you out. Like his pops was saying, like he ain't really. The dude had 4 of his players from his high school. They went to Word of
Okay.
God with John Warren. He had 4 of his
Got you.
players from his high school on the team. And his
Mm-hmm.
pops and Dennis Smith pops is like, yo, I'm gonna put you in the game today, but don't give us a reason to take you out because you know the situation.
Yes,
I'm like,
sir.
all right, bet. So we go to play. We go play. Who was it? Freaking Dream Vision. They got
Okay.
Chase Jeter, Paris
Mm.
Austin,
Mm.
Tyler Dorsey. We go play them. We number 2 in the country. They like number 6 in the country. AAU.
Okay.
His pops told me that I'm gonna play it in stump. I'm like, what? Watch this shit. So his pops they put me in the game. Yo,
Yeah.
bro, I go for 16 points, like 11 rebounds, quick.
Mm.
I'm talking about quick. Like I score all my points and rebounds probably within 6-7 minutes.
Wow.
I probably played 12 minutes that game. I had 16 points, like 11 rebounds. Yo, he
Tough.
like, whoa, what the? All right, now the head coach do some
Mm-hmm.
funny shit to me in the airport or something like that. Left me in the
Okay.
airport. We missed our flight. So now they changed coaches. Like he couldn't do that. You feel me? I was a kid at that time. I'm
Mm-hmm.
17. Like he
Yeah,
left
yeah.
me in the airport. They changed coaches. And now the new coach, which is Dennis Smith Pops, are rocking with me.
Got it.
He You feel me? So now I'm getting love. Now I'm
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Now I got confidence that I'm dead nice. Like no, nobody can fuck with me now. You know
Got
what
you.
I'm saying? I'm in the team. I come back to my prep school. Mind you, I'm staying at the prep school still while everybody home. I'm staying at
Yep.
the prep school. I'm getting better. I'm busting niggas ass in the gym. I'm like, nobody fucking with me. It's over. In my
Got you.
mind, you know? So then
Yep.
we go a couple spots. And then I had to graduate early or some shit like that. I had to graduate. You know what I mean? Like the way
Okay.
my situation was, I had to graduate. I had to get my diploma. Like my
Okay.
age was catching up with my
Yeah.
grade. You feel me? So I had
Yes,
to get
sir.
my diploma. I at least have that.
Yep.
So I worked some shit out with some schools and shit. Then I get my diploma. I go to the school and where my prep school was. I get my diploma. And then now a JUCO, I had to go JUCO. So his pops was like, "Yo, there's no point in you waiting back unless you want to go post grad and try to take SATs and everything like that, and
Yeah.
then you get a scholarship at NCAA level, or you got to go JUCO."
Yeah.
So I went to Believe Prep. I left. I was like, forget it. I'm about to just go to Believe Prep. After AAU, I went to Believe Prep. They let me go there for free. So now I go to try to go take the SAT route. I don't know why I did that. The worst decision I really made. You feel me? Because like what I'm chasing when my head wasn't there. Like I'm like, yo, the biggest opportunity and everything I really wanted was to have a college degree. I wanted to be college educated. I wanted to go to college. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I didn't really care about the level Division 1, 2,
Yeah,
3
absolutely.
JUCO because I didn't know nothing about it before. You know, I
Exactly.
just knew if somebody hooped at college, oh, you hoop at college, that's tough.
That's it,
You
man.
know what I
Facts.
mean?
Yep.
So I go to the Belief Prep. I'm just wasting time at this point, honestly. I'm just
Okay.
wasting time in my life for real. I'm just saying out there, but I'm hooping, I'm getting better. Now I'm in the weight room. I'm hooping, I'm in the weight room now. I just had a gym, full access to a gym. A dude named Kev Jackson, he's from Queens. That's my guy. You know what I mean? He gave me the opportunity to be there too. So then
That's what's up.
the school in Wyoming calls me. Give a JUCO, they offer me a 4-hour scholarship out in Wyoming. So now Mel Ferg comes into the picture right here.
Okay.
So Mel Ferg man coached at Indian Hill, but his man knew who I was. He just couldn't
Got it.
find me because, mind you, I after I just had a big season AAU, I went to prep school that I wasn't really playing against nobody. I was just getting better. Like we
Got you.
wasn't playing. I ain't had nobody taking film. I'm just out there working out, getting better. To be real with you, that's how I looked at it. It was just me. Now I'm trying to catch up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just me
Got
taking a
you.
year off and I'm getting better. So then he couldn't find me enough. So now Ferg calls me, contact like, yo, what's good, bro? I knew Ferg since I was a kid though. Like I used to watch him play with Dominican Power. That was always my man. I knew him since a kid. He called me, tell me like what it is, what's going on. I'm like, all right, yeah, give him my number. So I give the dude, Ferg, me and the dude start talking. It's summertime now. I graduate now. It's like after the post grad year. I'm 19 at this point.
Okay.
I'm 19 at this point. I'm about to turn 19. My birthday is in August, so I'm about to turn 19. I'm 18. I'm
Got
about
you.
to turn 19. I had a few schools rock on me, but I ain't going nowhere at this point. I'm just lingering around, working out everywhere. Just working. I'm working. I'm gym rat.
Yeah.
And then Mel Ferg like, yo, my guy want to offer you at Indian Hills. I'm like, word. So I know about Indian Hills as junior college. I'm like, word.
Okay.
They #1 in the country. I'm like, hell yeah, I want to go. So make a long story short, the coaching staff got fired and some shit like that.
Okay.
So I had no offer. I just had that Indian Hill because no other schools could really find me at this point.
Yep.
So the school in Wyoming that offered me was the coach from Indian Hill's friend or something.
Got you.
And I'm like, Wyoming. I'm like, damn, yo, bro. And I'm trying to get offers from like Monroe because it's close by the crib. These
Yeah,
schools is
yeah,
not
yeah,
rocking with me.
yeah.
Like I'm trying to get Monroe, all these other schools and shit like that. I'm like, damn, I gotta go to Wyoming.
Did you know where Wyoming was, fam?
Yo,
Cause
absolutely not,
I
bro.
just
I
I
did
just
not
know
know
the
that shit
name.
was.
I
I knew the
couldn't
name.
point it out.
I couldn't tell you how to get there. I couldn't tell you what part of the
Exactly.
country. I'm like, damn, I gotta go to Wyoming. He sent me. I couldn't even take a visit to the school, bro. He was like, yo, he said, you the last kid we need. All of our scholarship money is done. We just offer you a 4-hour scholarship. You gotta believe in me. You gotta trust me.
Got you.
I'm like, yo, at this point, I didn't trust so many people in this basketball journey. He giving
Yeah.
me a full ride to college. He sent me the pictures and shit. I'm like, I'm in
Yep.
Wyoming. I need to get away from New York.
The best thing you did, bro.
So I fly all the way to Wyoming to school.
Mm-hmm.
I get to Wyoming. It's ball game. Cause now
Let's
I'm in
go.
college. Everybody here. It's all of now we like everybody I like to consider college, everybody from wherever they from, they the best one on that team. And they put you on
Exactly.
the same team. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's what college is. Yes, sir.
That's what I like about it. So I got there, I'm meeting different dudes. I got a dorm, I got a roommate. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is crazy, bro.
That shit's quick. Changed what, 4 years?
4 years. Like, bro, at a point in my life, I didn't know if I was gonna be in. I don't even want to
Yeah.
talk about that. Like, but
Yeah.
now
Nah.
I'm in college and I'm like, I got a dorm. I'm like, all right, damn. So now the coach rock on me. He loves me. Dan Russell,
Okay.
he loves me. Like, the way I played fit the system. It was only 2 players coming back from the year before. He recruited a whole new squad.
Okay.
So everybody game dwelled like with one another.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So the way I played, I bring that if to the game for the team. You know what I mean? And
so what's the name of the school in Wyoming?
Casper College.
Casper College?
JUCO College. Casper Community College.
And what position you playing?
I'm playing the 4-3 at this point. But I'm really, for me to play, I'm playing the 4. But when we blowing teams out and I'm working out, I'm playing the 3 at this point.
So at this point, how comfortable, like what are your strong points? Besides your athleticism, technically, what are your strong points at this point?
At this point, honestly, I really mastered this playing, like how to get the like defense. I really mastered rebounding the ball on defense because that became an X factor. So like loose basketballs, like the petty things in the game, I mastered it. Like if I'm guarding you, I'm figuring out which way you can go. And now I'm locking you up and I'm stealing the ball. Now I'm getting a bucket from me stealing the ball, passing it, getting a lob. And I'm like getting a bounce pass. Now I'm really figuring out the game. How to lay it with my left hand, how to dunk with my left hand, how to get a little floater, and you know what I mean? Once in a blue moon, shit like that. I was never a shooter. I could never really shoot. I never really stepped out to really shoot much. You know what I mean? But now and then he giving me the string to shoot. Like, yo, shoot the ball. You all right to shoot. But even with him telling me to shoot, I didn't really care to shoot. Because I looked at it as there was 14 dudes on the team. All 14 of them gonna shoot themselves all day. Want to shoot. I'm gonna have 10 rebounds because they all missing. They all think they got a jump shot. Only like 2 of them really got jump shots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even that's how it really was though. Like all these dudes out here shooting, I'm going to get the rebound. I'm catching putbacks. I'm playing to my ability. I wasn't playing to impress anybody else.
How'd that first year go for you?
So that first year I averaged like 7 and 6, but my 7 and 6 was off the bench, and it was like a strong 7 and 6. Like damn, in the playoffs I had like 2 double-doubles. I had in the championship game I had like 15 and 12, some shit like that.
Yeah, went to the chip your first year?
We went to the chip, the region championship game to go to Hutch. My first year I go to the chip. So now it's my freshman year. I come back home. My confidence is through. Hold
up. That freshman year, and you at the championship. What was that atmosphere like for my son Vince from the P's, man? That ain't grow up in this.
So my championship game. First off, the game to go to the championship game was a real March Madness game. Wow. This is the craziest shit I've ever in Wyoming. Majority of the games was empty. We go to now the championship, the region championship game is in Denver or something like that.
Okay.
It's somewhere I can't remember the exact name.
Yeah.
It's in Denver. It's nice as hell outside, 80 degrees. It's so many fans in the gym. For JUCO though, there's so many fans. The gym is packed. We playing the home school that's hosting a tournament.
You nervous?
Hell yeah, I'm nervous. You crazy? It's not DYCKMAN. It's not nobody talking shit on the sideline. This shit is like, everybody screaming, stomping and shit.
Yeah.
But yo, it got lit quick, I should say. Like quick, yo, we blow that team out. They come back. We beat them. We had them down like 17. They come back. It's a 3-point game. 2 minutes left or something like that. The gym rocking. Mind you, I'm a freshman. I'm on the court.
Yeah.
I'm on the court. Like
what that feel like?
That felt crazy. I played 30 minutes. I'm on the court tonight. And yo, you want to know what's so crazy? The dudes I was playing over, some of them were sophomores, and they was still mad that I was playing. They're like, yo, what's his ability? How he not shooting the basket? I was cooking. You know what I mean? So they was looking at us like, yo, why he get to play over us? But I'm cooking. They're not saying it to me, but coach is like, yo, you got to go to work. You got to go to work. And we had our own, and I had a dude on my team, LJ Westbrook, my freshman year. Georgetown is there to watch him play. God bless the dead. I wear my man every day. My teammate, Deontay Strickland, he's the point guard, 5'10". He's 5'10". He played football and basketball on the Division I level, and he's
Wow.
going crazy. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, they missing this game. I step
Okay.
up to go to the chip. I step up. I'm grabbing boards. I'm dunking. The dude they had guarding me couldn't deal with me because he was already like 6'9". And you know what I
Okay.
mean? So I'm 6'5", and
Yeah.
I'm doing everything that he couldn't guard me that game.
Yep.
We
Yep.
go to the chip. This shit, yo. This is real March Madness vibe, though. We go to the chip. When we win that game, we had to be escorted out by the police.
Y'all won the chip?
We won the game to go to the chip.
Oh, to go to the chip. Yes. Yes.
We
Yes.
get escorted out by the police. Now we get to the chip.
Wow.
Now we get to the chip. Yo, the squad, I ain't gonna lie. Our championship game was the game before. You know what I mean? In our mind, because we already exhausted. The gym empty.
Okay.
You know, we playing against another school in the chip. They got a kid that he went to LSU. His name is Cavell Bigby Williams. He had 35 and 20 against us, bro. He put up 2K numbers on us. In the chip,
2K
bro.
numbers.
I ain't got him, word. I ain't got him.
35 and a dub.
He was 6'11". He used to run the floor like a deer.
Okay.
He probably somewhere hooping right now. So we go to the chip my freshman year. And then come back. So I go back home. My confidence is through. Now I really could play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Now what everybody was doing in their sophomore, junior year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
I finally figured it out going into my sophomore year of college.
College, yes, sir.
You know? So now
Yes,
when
sir.
we got older, I'm playing the indictment. Now I'm playing with Mike. You know what I mean? And before he wasn't letting me play. Now I'm playing tonight. You know what I mean? Eric Pascal come through. I bring Eric to play with Mike. I play now. I play with Eric in the city back in the
The
days.
city, yeah, because Lefty brought
Eric
Donovan Mitchell and Eric Pascal to play with me in Dyckman.
Yes, that was the craziest. I remember that. I remember that. And then this is crazy to me. Eric hits me up like, yo, I'm trying to play in Dyckman.
Okay.
I'm like, what? It's Wednesday. I say, yo, you want to play? Come on Friday. They come through. So I hit up Mike like, yo, my man coming to play. Mike like, who? I send him Mike like, yeah, he'll pull up. Like, tell him to come through.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole day, Mike will vouch for this. The whole day, Mike calling me like, yo, V, I got somebody. I got Tone Benya coming. I got this person coming. I'm like, yo, I got Eric. Eric is pulling up. I can sit on the bench, let Eric rock.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm bringing him. I'll rock on the bench, let Eric rock. You feel me? So Mike, like, you sure I don't want you family, like, you've been playing the whole summer. You just gonna bring him? I'm like, yo, let him rock.
Yeah.
Everybody in the park knew Eric already. But Mike knew Eric, but he didn't know Eric. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He knew him from when he played with you, but he didn't know what Eric could do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eric come through, go crazy, Easy E. So while I'm playing alongside him, they start calling him Easy E. They start calling me Mr. Double Double.
Yes, sir.
So now my confidence, now I'm really believing every game I got to get a double double. So, and I'm watching how he play the game. He dunking on everybody. He getting by everybody. And that shit was just so crazy. So I took that from that summer to college the next year.
Nice.
So I took that the next year. School, boom. I go out there. Now I go to school my sophomore year. My sophomore year, I get way better. I'm strong. Now I'm strong. I'm in the weight room. I'm getting calls from. I got calls from Rutgers. I got calls from Manhattan.
Nice.
Like Wyoming messing with me. And what I should always say to some people got to remember this. What you do in the past can catch up in the future. But it's about adversity. How you going to deal with it when it comes your way.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So me not being focused in school when I was in high school in New York City when I should have been.
Yeah.
It came another way. I dealt with the adversity, but now I couldn't go Division I.
Why?
You know what I mean? NCAA wasn't qualifying me at all. I had so many red flags. High school, I went to 6, 7 high schools. I went to prep schools. I sat out for a year.
Okay.
You know? So I couldn't do – and Manhattan was the only school willing to rock with me. It was a dude named Coach McDonald. He was the assistant coach. He was the only school really willing to deal with it, but they start telling me I got to do shit like sit out for a year.
And then,
And
yeah.
mom, you know, I got to sit out for a year, take schoolwork, and then, you feel me, then the next year I maybe
And
be
then
able
the
to
next year
play.
you could play.
And
Yeah.
they said maybe. They wasn't 100% sure. I'm like,
Yep.
maybe. I always wanted to play Division I basketball since a kid, though. Since
That's
like
every basketball player's
everybody's dream. I
dream.
always wanted to play ball. But I'm like, at this point, Sham God. I met Sham when I was in 8th grade, and Sham God was at Fairmont State University. They just went to the national championship. I just
Okay.
watched a Division II school play on TV, and a coach named Joe Mazzulla. He played at West Virginia. You probably remember him. He was the point guard in the Final Four at West Virginia. He played there, and then he was the head coach there. He just got the job. He was just coaching in the G League, and he got the Fairmont State job. The coach that coached them when they went to the championship got a Division I job, and
Got
they
it.
got a new coach come through. So he came through, and then Joe changed my life. Joe made me see life
That's
beyond
what's up.
basketball. The moment he met me,
Fire.
I like basketball. He made it. He made me. I still love basketball. It's like I love basketball, but he showed me that like, yo, life after basketball, what happens when it hits is like the basketball start bouncing. Some people are scared to adapt in another way to society. You know what I mean? You have to
Yes,
work.
sir.
You have to get a job. You have to have a degree. You have to be able to speak to people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was from the
Yep.
hood. I ain't really care to speak to nobody. I'm
Yeah,
in
and the
Westfield.
way you was talking to people.
Yeah, it wasn't that way, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
What
go
school is
to
this?
Fairmont State University. It's a Division II school.
Okay.
So I go to Fairmont State on a visit, but and the whole time I still wanted to be in Manhattan. Manhattan is 10 minutes from the crib. I live in
Yep.
Dyckman. Manhattan is
Yeah.
right there in the cab 10 minutes, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I'm
exactly.
like, nah, I'm having the whole hood come watch me play. That's how I'm thinking. And
Mm-hmm.
I called my mom's and I'm on my way to West Virginia. She like, yo, while you at West Virginia, I would be glad if you commit to a school like that that's far away from home. I'm in the
Absolutely.
airport heading there. She like, it just don't make sense to me that you would want to come back home, sit out a whole year. She like knowing you and your friends. Now, you know, my mother know me
Yes.
like nobody else.
Yes,
She
yes,
like that you
yes.
gonna have all your friends on your campus, and next thing you know, God forbid something happen, they remember
It's
your
over.
name, how it
Yep.
always worked. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm not hearing my mom out though. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
whatever, yeah, whatever. I go to the school. This is Morgantown now. West Virginia University is 15 minutes up the road.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I go to the
Yep.
school. The setup was just so crazy how it worked. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, the campus was crazy. Like it was a good gym. The team was good. They had a few players returning, and they just needed 1, 2 guys. And they brought another dude in, brought me in,
Okay.
and I never really adapted with a team like that, like on some like brotherhood type shit on a visit. As soon as I was
Yep.
on my visit, I adapted with the team. Like me and my teammates got along and shit right away. So I commit there. Like, yo, before I left West Virginia, I was committed to Fairmont out of nowhere.
Okay.
So now my JUCO coach calling me like, yo, why you that? Like, we can figure something else out. People calling me. People
So you
like
only
for
did
real.
1 year JUCO?
2 years of JUCO. I did 2 years
Okay.
of JUCO. I got an associate's degree from
You got
JUCO
your
too.
associates. Okay. They talk.
Yeah.
Say that. Say
Yeah,
that.
I got
Say
my
that.
associate's
Say
degree there
that.
too.
Say that.
Yeah.
Yes,
So then,
sir.
so people calling me like, "Yo, why you committed there? You can take the visit, but like you weren't supposed to commit." Da da da. I'm in the airports. People's calling me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, damn. Like, do I decommit? Like, but I was so loyal to the coach Joe Mazzulla because like on my visit, and then I met a kid named Steve, and Shan was there. It was just like so perfect. I'm like, why do I need to go to a Division I school when I done seen Division I universities not look as good as this facility, the locker room, the theater room, like
Yep.
the film room, everything like that. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, nah, this is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and they had my major. I wanted to be a business finance, so I'm like, they had my major there. So
Okay.
I'm like, yo, what?
It was perfect.
What I'm gonna do? Why I'm gonna go somewhere else? I didn't understand it. And then
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, so it took me a little minute. So I committed to Fairmont. But after I committed to Fairmont, the coach stopped hearing from me.
Mm.
Like I just didn't hit him up. I just committed, and I never spoke back to him till like it was time to go to school. Cause I was
Okay.
thinking in my head, I had other people in my ear saying, "Yo, decommit, decommit, don't go there, don't go there."
Mm-hmm.
And then the coach hit me up. They were supposed to go to school June 25th. He like, "Yo, you got to be on campus June 25th." He texted me a whole bunch of times, and then one day I'm like, "Yo, I'm going to school. I don't care what nobody say. Fuck that. I'm going to this school."
That's what's
I
up.
go. Nobody wanted me to go Division 2. Nobody thought I could go Division 1. Nobody thought I could go Division 3. I'm here now. Where y'all was at the nights I needed y'all. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at
Facts.
it. Like, I'm
That's a
here
whole
now.
fact. That's
You
a
know.
whole
So
fact.
I go to the school. Yo, bro, I never came home ever once I
I
went to that
know.
school.
I
I never
know.
came home. I never came home. I was there working out. I had full access to a gym. I had full access to everything I wanted. Like, it was me
Yes,
living a
sir.
better life. I had to change my scenery,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then
Yeah.
I just went to Fairmont. The first semester I get there, I was really locked into school too, to be honest with
Nice.
you. Like, some
That's what's
people
up.
don't know, like, that when I was growing up, I didn't really like school too much. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
did, like, some people I had learning curves to the point where I just didn't really acknowledge. I thought I could learn more not going to school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah. I
the school's
got
not
you.
teaching me anything. So, but
Yeah.
I really locked in school. Like, I really locked in school. I get a 4.0. Dead ass.
Fire.
Word, the first semester there, I get a 4.0. After the
Let's
summer
go.
classes and everything, first semester I get a 4.0. I worked
Yep.
my ass off though. So
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. And then I'm just hooping, we playing, we having a good season. I'm hooping.
How'd the
But
season go for you at this
so
point?
so the season, to be honest with you, me and the Joe Missoula guy, once I got there, we had a huge disconnect.
Okay.
Like our bridge wasn't matching. Like, for some reason, I had to
Got it.
adjust to. It was me adjusting to 13 other dudes. The dude that came in with me, Joe redshirted him, but he didn't redshirt me. So
Okay.
it was me adjusting to 13 other dudes plus 4 people on the coaching staff.
Got it.
And they already had their team. They knew Joe. He was there before. He
Uh-huh.
went to the G League and then he came back after they went to the
Okay.
Chet. So they knew Joe.
Okay.
All them kids, he majority of them he recruited, they knew him. I didn't know him. I just met
Okay.
him, like, and then now I'm at the school. But I was
Mm-hmm.
cool with the players. It was still family, you know?
Yes, sir.
And then Joe, damn, son, Joe, this is like not playing me, playing me. I felt so disrespected as a basketball player at times. But
Got
it
it.
was for the bigger picture. He used to show me, like, yo, like, you're not doing this the right way. Like, we run this play. If you don't want to run this play, you won't play.
That's basically it. You're never gonna beat a coach,
You never will be the coach.
whether
But
he's right or wrong. You know what I
whether he's
mean?
right or wrong, that's what it was.
Yep.
And then toward the end of the year, I already knew all the plays. I
Mm-hmm.
already knew. Sham came back. Sham was at Youngstown University as a GA. And he
Okay.
came back to the school. So when Sham came back, Sham is my man. Like, he from Harlem. Me and
Yep.
Sham God is like, and this is the junior, the son. This is my man.
Okay.
And as soon as Sham come back, he was like, he was the bridge. Like, he was the bridge for me and Joe. You know what I mean? Because
That
we couldn't see
connected
eye to
y'all.
eye.
Okay.
And then Sham started just basically saying, like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Like, I vote for you to come out here. You feel me? He started gassing me up, and then I started playing better. I shouldn't say I
Nice.
ain't play good at this point. I started playing better. I started playing to my abilities. And then the
Okay.
playoffs come around. It's about to go to playoffs. 2 games before playoffs, I had 17-9. Mind you, the whole junior year that I transferred in, I was like up and down playing. I'll get 8 points some games. Some games I'll get 2 points. Some game I wasn't getting rebounds. I'll
Okay.
play a minute, get pulled. I'll play a 30 seconds, get pulled. Shit like that. I
Got
couldn't
you.
get in the groove,
Yep.
you know? So then
Yeah.
he let me rock this night. I get 17-9. The next game, he let me rock again. I get like 8 points, 15 rebounds. So
Nice.
now me and Joe never had a problem though. That's the thing. Even though I wasn't playing, we
Mm-hmm.
never had a problem. Like, it was never an altercation or a problem between us. It
Yeah.
was
No
I couldn't
issues.
adjust. You know what
Yep.
I mean? I
Yep.
couldn't adjust to them. I didn't want to play that style at first. And then once I
Got
bought
it.
in, I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
bought in, I should say. And once I bought in, he let
Yep.
me play. So now my junior year passed. Like, we lost in the playoffs and everything, but I played good throughout the stretch.
Okay.
Um We had like, a few seniors leave. I think 2, 3, and then I stayed in the summer. I didn't go back to Dyckman. I stayed in West Virginia. As soon as I got there, I never went back. And then I'm working out. I'm getting better. I'm working out. I'm getting better. Now Joe is believing in me because he know, like, he see my dedication to it now. So my senior year, we go to Missouri. We like the start of the season, we fly out to go to Missouri. Matter of fact, in my senior, going into my senior year, throughout the summer, we was working out. This is what I
That's
say. My
what's up.
past caught up. My past caught up to my future. We was working out throughout the summer, and
Yep.
and we were supposed to go to like Canada or something like that, and I couldn't go. We figured out that the reason I couldn't go because I had some BS activities
Yeah, yeah.
back in the days that happened to me that I never really fully got closed out, and you should know stuff like that. So this is why I
Yeah.
love Joe as a guy, as a human. Joe didn't care about basketball. Joe helped me fix my life and things like that. Like, yo, you can't have shit like that open in your name, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I get that. So I couldn't go with them my senior year, mind you. I couldn't go to Canada with my team
Yeah.
to end the summer. They was going on a trip to play basketball. Like, that's what you doing when you're in college basketball. They'll go like overseas somewhere and you play against other
Dope.
teams. I couldn't go. I couldn't go. Then I got that closed out. I come back. We go to Missouri. I start balling. I get like 8 rebounds. The first game, like 10 points. And then
Yep.
we decided to start balling. Joe started. He let me rock. It's my senior year. He like, yo, what you got to lose? Every game could be your last. Like, just play ball.
Yep.
You feel me? Have fun, play ball. And then I just started balling. I played to my ability, and my team, we won. You know what I
Y'all won
mean?
it?
Now we lost in the Elite Eight, but we won our conference shit.
Conference.
Yeah, so we
Nice.
lost in the Elite Eight. So, and then we just
So let me
balled,
ask you
man.
something, Vince. You win the conference championship your senior year?
Yeah,
Okay. So you got to win in college,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The kid that started the journey, how emotional and how rewarding was it that last game, senior year, conference championship, college degree in the bag, basketball in the bag? You got to live the dream that a lot of kids don't get.
Yo, nah. I didn't get so I only had my associate's degree at this point. I didn't have my
Okay.
bachelor's.
Okay,
So
okay.
this is the craziest thing. My past is just catching up to my future at every step of the way. All right,
Okay.
so it's my senior year. It's like March, April. So as soon as I finished playing, as soon as the season was over, I needed to make money. So I met it was a dude that worked at that he was the booster on the team. He owned a car dealership.
Okay.
He's like, yo, you can work at my dealership. You can make some money there right quick. I'm like, car dealership. He offered me a job. I'm like, car dealership. What you mean? He started
Mm-hmm.
teaching me like the game of this, how I can make a little bit of money there. So I'm like, all right. So I go there.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm about to start working, I go to like my academic advisor or something like that, calls me like, yo, there's a few credits that we just catching that didn't transfer over from your junior college to here, so you might not
Oh,
graduate.
got
I'm
it.
like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what you mean I might not graduate? We
Okay.
go figure it all out, bro.
Yep.
We worked it out though. They worked it out because I took enough elective credits and everything like that, and then I took all
Mm-hmm.
my core classes once I got to the Fairmont State.
Nice.
So now we figured out I had to bust my ass, bro. I'm talking about I'm up to 3 a.m. doing mad work, bro.
Cramming.
Mad work, bro, because I wanted to be the first in my family to graduate college. Some
Yes,
people
sir.
don't know my situation to get through college, get through
Mm-hmm.
high school to get to college.
Just to get there. Yeah,
Just to
exactly.
get there. You know what
Yeah,
I
just
mean?
to
Just
get
to
there.
get there.
Yep.
So I'm like, nah, I have to graduate. I have to
Okay.
graduate. So then I do everything. Like, this is the hardest I think I've ever worked. I'm coming to see the teachers. I'm working in their office. I'm doing everything to really graduate. Like, I'm showing my dedication. Like, I need to graduate.
Yes,
I
sir.
graduate, bro.
Fire.
So now my whole family come out to West Virginia. This is the most yo, bro. My whole family come to the graduation, bro. We having this graduation celebration, and And it's just like my family left, and it was just me and my homies. And out of nowhere, bro, I just like start crying. I'm like, yo,
hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
hey, I just start crying. I'm like, yo, I graduated. Like, and I
You
just start
did
crying
that.
because I'm like, they don't even know my situation. Some people that I'm hanging around don't even know my story. They'll think it's just like, oh, I've been playing basketball and this is how it's
Forever.
gonna be. And I
Mm-hmm.
like, yo. So I start crying, bro. And then it was like, I was like, I gotta go back to school. I want to try to be a sports agent. I gotta go back to school.
I
So
mean,
now,
listen, bro. I'm more proud of the degrees,
yeah,
no felonies, no trouble. You know
that
what I
ass,
mean?
no
Like
girls
I'm more
pregnant.
proud of that because it's easier to turn out how either of us could have turned out. It's
Yeah.
easier to be that where we come from. I grew up in the same projects you grew up
Projects,
in.
hell yeah.
3758 10th Avenue, Building 6.
10th Ave.
You know what I
grew up
mean? Like
37,
in the
36.
80s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was
Hell
different.
yeah.
So like
Different.
I'm watching from a distance. We keeping in touch every now and then. I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing the pictures. I'm seeing your moms, my baby
Yeah.
graduating. Like, yo, bro, I was so happy for you, bro. I was like, yo, my man really, really, really turned it around and did every single thing he needed to do off the court to be good in life. Because everybody want to play basketball, everybody want to go overseas or the NBA and make millions and millions and millions of dollars. Everybody wants
That's everybody's dream.
But the reality of it all is that's not for everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, a dude that went to high school, got into an argument with my high school coach. I'm not even going to say my high school coach. I went in as a freshman. And I felt I had to play varsity because I was at a business school and I didn't think dudes was nice like that. I went to Norman Thomas.
Yeah.
So I get there and dudes was hooping. So the coach tells me, play JV. You need it. And then we'll see. You know, you come talk to me next year. Me being young, I'm like, JV?
JV, right?
Ain't nobody coming to see me play JV. Like, you know what I mean? So my attitude was so off. That's why when I started coaching, kids like you are the kids I wanted to be around because I could relate. I was one decision away from being who knows.
Who knows?
And the way basketball saved me was I didn't have the discipline to work out every day and get up and do. I didn't have that discipline. But what I did have was the love for the game. And you know what? If I can help a kid that I see might not have the same discipline, and I can help him achieve that and get him away from whatever he's doing, it's easier. And in my hood, they'll look at me more serious because they know there's a dude from the hood. Like, he know what he, you know what I mean? Like, I can relate to him than some square coming up to you telling you, yo, what are you doing? At 14, you would have punched him in the face.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So watching you graduate and you know, seeing how you've become this dope grown ass man, I salute you and I'm super proud of you, bro.
100%, bro.
Like, you don't understand how much, but it's for real. You know what I mean? Because it's too many people like us that could have done what you did.
Yeah.
But just don't know. All it takes is the work. Listen, bro, if half of our hood put in the effort they put in the streets into positive, everybody be rich.
Everybody be rich.
Everybody be rich. We would own the whole Dyckman. It's just that we don't come up thinking that way because we don't have nobody to show it to us. You got out the hood, and they showed you a different way. And you said, you know what? I want to save myself. And you did what you needed to do, bro. And I'm so proud of you for that, man. You came home with them degrees. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's up. You know, like you said, you got thrown out of every high school.
Every high school.
But you wind up with a bachelor's.
A bachelor's. And you know what's crazy, too? Every high school that I got kicked out of, once I graduated college, in 2019, my elementary school reached out to me and wanted me to talk at their graduation.
I told you an inspiration, bro.
I was like, wow.
Because there's more people like you, bro, than there is like these TV people that we see. You know what I mean? You a kid that was in the hood. You was a kid that was getting into trouble. You was a kid that, you know, parents would tell their kids, yo, be careful with him.
Be careful.
Because
don't hang out with him.
Gio, my man Gio, was like, yo, son, I almost had to run down on Vince one time. They was trying to get at you was trying to get at his son. When you was a kid, you know what I mean? And it's like Vince was on a different type of time. So kids can relate to that and they respect that. Because you can look at him and be like, yo, son, you think you bad? I was worse, B. Like, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying?
I always go back to my hood still to this day, and this I be doing. Like, I don't try to be like a role model to nobody because everybody got their own situation. But I always try to give like my advice to people. It's up to
bro,
you.
what you did is role model shit. You don't have to consider yourself a role model because you didn't do it for that. You did it for you and your mother. You understand? So you don't owe nobody an explanation of who you think you are. You know who you are. But kids gotta look up to that. Gotta look up to that. I take a bachelor's over C74. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts, bro. That's just facts. How many friends of yours growing up, right? That y'all was on the same type of time didn't get to evolve and it turned out real bad for them.
A lot.
We all have that.
And I even surpassed a lot of my other friends as far as the ones that's supposed to play basketball and be the ones that go to school and shit like that. And it shocked me throughout the time it was happening. I'm like, yo, damn, who would have thought it would be me? Like,
you know who thought? You know who thought? Your man Drew and Lefty.
Hell yeah. Nah, for real though. Yo, bro,
that's a whole fact, bro, because I you know me. I'm not taking out 5 minutes for somebody that I don't think is worth those 5 minutes. I'll work with anybody, but if I don't think it's worth it, like, I'm not going to waste your time so that you don't waste my time.
Your time.
I told Lefty, I was like, yo, twin, we got to get him, do something, because you in that field, Lefty, take him out of here, bro.
Lefty is the reason I went to school, I went to play basketball. Lefty is the reason. Yo, I was telling, before I had to do this interview, I was talking to my cousin about it. Like, I'm about to go do this, and I'm about to do this little podcast with my man Drew. And I'm like, damn. He was like, what you about to be talking about and everything? I was like, yo, you know what's crazy? It's about to be easy to talk to Drew because Drew hooked me up with Lefty, and Lefty's the reason I'm in this position. Like, he's like, word. He's like, but my cousin knew Lefty because, yo, my cousin used to drop me off. I remember, yo, bro, 8 a.m., 7 a.m., my cousin used to drop me off to work out with Lefty and 25th Street or something like that.
Yes, sir. Steady Buckets.
Yeah,
downtown.
Yeah.
Steady Buckets, yeah.
Then Lefty used to come uptown. Yo, I'm talking about this man had his own life, his own family. My man used to work me out in the morning and then come out to my block and work me out in Dyckman Park at night.
That's my brother, man. That's my twin, bro.
Tell Lefty I said what's up, man. I gotta call Lefty.
No, absolutely. So I won't hold you up too much longer, but let the people know what's life like for Mr. Vince Franklin in 2021, man.
So 2021, man, I'm working on being a finance director at Audi. So I'm working at Audi right now as a car dealership.
Yes, sir.
I'm currently taking the courses and the steps to be finance. That's my next step.
Nice.
So if anybody need a car, who would have thought?
Yo, I need a Q7 for $100.
I got you. Get that shit for free. I'm gonna keep in it, and what you do is yours.
Yo, Vince, I'm so proud of you, bro. And I'm happy that you are able to be in a position to take care of yourself and looking forward to still evolving and growing. You know what I mean? You don't settle.
Nah,
and that's what I've always respected about you, bro. You know what I mean? I don't like the jeans you wear, but but you know what I'm saying? I don't like the jeans you wear, but I'm too old to judge a kid that wears jeans the way you wear them.
Oh my God, come on, the swag is crazy, bro.
But outside of your jeans, it's all love, man.
You already know,
because like you don't understand, bro. Like I said, it's like I coached a lot of kids. I've been around a lot of kids, but it's a few of y'all that I've been around. Not even that I've had to coach, just been around. That it's like what's real don't have to be said. I watched you from a little kid doing everything that, you know, nobody wants their kids to be doing, but I also saw how you moved around the people you respected. So I always saw that you was a certain way with me. So I'm like, damn, of all the people in the world, this kid is showing me respect. Like, I bet. Like, yo, what's good, shorty? Like, what you doing? Like, yo, get out of here. Like, we got to get you out of here.
And you want to know why that come a long way, too? Because, like, dudes like that, when I saw y'all always acknowledge that you saw me. You know what I mean? You was always like, yo, little bro, like, what's wrong with you? What's going on with you? Like, yo, chill out. Don't do this. And sometimes some people need that type of advice. Just growing up in the neighborhood, I see older dudes and watching you coach Geo's batteries not included. He putting up 40. I'm like, yo, but I'm just on the sideline throwing bottles when I can't play and shit like that. You know what I mean? So you always like you always like show me the right love, like, and it was like, yo, bro, like, chill, like, you don't need to do like, you don't be on Rikers Island, bro. You used to tell me that. Remember, you used to tell me that
all the time, all the time.
Yo, you used to call me Rikers Island at the time.
Yeah, I know. I say, yo, son, you really wanna go up north?
Yeah, like, what's
like, you really wanna go to jail, bro? Get off that shit. Out of here.
Facts, and then
you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But you figured it out, bro. And again, I know that ain't nobody more happy than your mother. Yeah. You know what I mean? You didn't break her heart. You made her proud, bro.
Yeah.
And it was a lot easier to break her heart. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, my mom.
It was a lot easier to do. Where we come from, it's easier to do wrong, bro. I respect the ones that learn how to do right. We all come from wrong. Ain't nobody born a saint. We all come from wrong, bro. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Everybody takes a different time to realize what they need to do to not wind up a certain way, and some just don't ever realize it.
Facts.
And these are the friends that we have that, you know, I got friends that have been going in and out of jail since 90.
Word. One of my friends is like that, too, and I used to be with him every day. He be in jail right now, though. Free my man.
You know, it's you know.
It's just crazy to me. Like, I can't do that. I can disclose that, too. One time I was 16 years old, and I went to jail one time, bro, and I was on Rikers Island for like 2-3 weeks. Nobody know that because I don't talk about that, and that's nothing to brag about to me. That don't make you a man because you went to jail.
No, not at all.
Like, you know what I mean? So I never really talk about that, but I went to jail one time, and I was there for like 2-3, like I'll say like 12, 13 days or something like that. And I'm in there, and I was talking to an old head. He was like I think they call him the SPA. He was like an old head. And some reason he just walked up on me and started talking to me. Like, I'm talking to you, yo, little bro. He like, yo, I can tell like how you move and how you carry yourself that you don't even belong here. He's like, this your first time? I'm like, yeah, this ain't. He like, yo, when you get out of here, don't ever come back. He said, I could tell. He said, all these other dudes, you see how they over there acting? And we chilling. He pointing them people out, like, and dudes is in there really acting like animals and acting like they something that they not. And he like, yo, every time I see you, he said, since you've been in here, you've been in the cut by yourself, reading it, like, because I was reading the Bible crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I was trying to get out of jail. I'm praying to God. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
You reading everything. He said, you're not ashamed to, like, be who you are, but you carry yourself still like nobody can fuck with you. Like, he said, like, yo, he's like, yo, when you get out of here, never come back. And yo, bro, this is crazy too. When I went to jail, the shit was like I had to be like a what is it called? You gotta talk to the jury.
What, trial?
Nah, not trial. It was like I had to say my story, what happened, basically.
Okay.
And they let the jury, like, I didn't have to see the judge. They let the jury figure it out or something like that.
Got you.
So I'm in there, bro. I'm like, yo, like, I'm not supposed to be. They arrested me for some bullshit. I'm in there. I didn't miss my first court date for something else, so they gave me another court date quick. I was like, God was on my side because I got another court date quick. Because usually they was like people being there for 3 months for stuff like that.
Facts.
I get my next court date quick. So then, boom, the jury just let me out. I was like, yo, I'm just a young kid. I'm just trying to figure it out. And they spoke.
Yeah.
the lawyer after came up to me, was like, yo, what you said in there is really like honorable. He said, I don't know if you're lying or if you like you really wanted to get out, but what you said in there, I hope that you can become like a good person and everything like that. Right? Yo, this is crazy too. I still spoke to that lawyer when I graduated college. I spoke to the lawyer like a couple months after that. He had contacted me on my email like, yo, I follow your whole basketball journey and everything. Thank God, praise to you. Like you never look back, and I never got no police contact, no trouble, not a problem, not a fist fight, not an argument. I argue with some people, you know, because niggas.
That's
be
all right.
Shit.
Me and you argue all the time. That ain't about nothing.
But that shit.
But that's what I'm saying, Vince.
Life,
like
bro.
You literally changed it all the way around, and I respect that so much, bro. And I salute to you. And it's just I look up to shit like that. And you're 1,000 years younger than me. But when it comes to shit like that, I look up to that, man.
Right now.
That's life. I just hit 45 March 1st. But now that you Dominican, we don't know how old you are. You know what I'm saying? You wear them spray-on jeans. You Dominican now. We don't know how old you really are.
I'm get the cowboy shoes and wear the spray-on jeans.
I hear you was in Wyoming. I don't know what you might come out with, boy. And then you reclassify. We don't know how old you are, Vince. Yo, baby bro, thank you for taking out the time to do this. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, my God.
And, you know, this thing that I'm doing here is more so me just giving people their flowers that I respect and look up to as a fan of life. It don't have to be basketball, because like this story, you play college basketball, yeah, but that wasn't the story. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was a small part of it all.
And you know what else I noticed about when people play basketball? They're scared to happen. What's gonna happen after basketball?
For regular life, for real life, yeah.
And I lived the best of both worlds. I went in the classroom, and I was well street smart.
Yeah.
So I know I played the game. I didn't let the game play me. When I got to school, when I was in school too, it was kids on my team that didn't graduate. But in my mind, like, how you not graduating and they giving you a full-ride scholarship?
Exactly. Exactly, but you know, you made the best of it, and you did what you needed to do, and that's what's most respected. You know what I mean?
I appreciate
I
that,
love
bro.
you, Vince. You baby boy.
You more,
loosen up your jeans, and we won't have no more issues. You know what I mean? Because you can't even put a nickel in your pants, bro. You can't even put a debit card. In the picture you took, you had your debit card in your front pocket, and I read the number.
Hey, yo, stop it, man. Yo, get out of here, bro.
Yo, baby bro, I love you, man. I appreciate you. Stay blessed where you at. When you get that, when you open up your first Audi dealership, just throw me something. We good.
I got you. You
know what I'm saying? One in black for me and one in white for left.
All right, facts. I got you. One in black for you, one in white for left.
Yo, baby boy, stay up, man.
All right, my guy, you already know.
You already know. My man Vince Franklin, an inspiration to anyone, man. If you breathe air, a story like that is something you have to respect. I appreciate y'all for tuning in for another episode of What's the Word podcast. And I'm going to holler at y'all when I holler at y'all, unless y'all holler at me first. But I doubt it, because I don't be picking up my phone.